Hi, welcome to Gengras. My name is Alex, or if you are my neighbor or my cousin, bienvenido a Gengras, mi nombre es Alejandro. Today we are going over the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit L Reserve. It is the epitome of luxury, it's the epitome of authenticity and adventure. That's what Jeep is about. If you want to make sure it's a Jeep because it looks super nice and this isn't what people are used to, 7-slot grille. That's your clearest indicator of what a Jeep is. Now that we're up here in the front, a couple things that I want to show you. Right here, right, I have a laser pointer. Promise it works. You guys can't see it from over there. But my laser pointer, right? So right here is your adaptive cruise control with your forward collision warning. Why is this important to you? We go to Fairfield once a day, once every couple of days. You're going to be stuck in traffic all the time. This vehicle is going to max speed with the vehicle in front of you all the way up to a complete stop. Now, as I come over here, Karen, follow me. You have your blind spot monitoring system on both sides, right on that same vein of heading up to Fairfield. If you get distracted because you have your dogs in the back seat, like I know you do, or you have your kids in the back seat. My daughter, she's 7, she's fine. My son's 2, he's bad. So he is very distracting. If I get distracted, if you get distracted because your dogs are hanging out the window, start to veer over to the side, the vehicle will not only correct us with the lane departure system, it's gonna let us know, hey, you're gonna be switching over to this lane. Let's go ahead and correct ourselves. I'm gonna have you follow me back over here this way, Karen. Now, I touched about luxury in the beginning. Why does luxury matter as much as it does? Because it's a Summit L Reserve high altitude. You having this vehicle, you're gonna get a couple things that inherently give you that luxury. The big wheels with the blacked out features, the black roof, black badges, etc. That's your high altitude part of it. The Summit Reserve part of it, do me a favor, come in here and clean that seat right there. So you have quilted interior, that's the bolsters on the side. Or quilted gives you a much more comfortable, little bit more of a hugging bolster. Middle is going to be Palermo leather. All that means to us is it's going to be a lot nicer, a lot smoother. Now, having nice and smooth leather, I'm going to go on this side. Actually, if you follow me. What is beautiful as my leather is, I probably don't want my 2-year-old son who's very messy crawling over the seats. And you probably do. We have 1, 2, 3 dogs. How many
2
dogs do you have? You have 2 dogs. What are your dogs' names?
Bones and Blair.
So Bones and Blair. Bones and Blair, I highly doubt you want them crawling over your high altitude seats. Third row vehicle. Now, I know we have another third row vehicle here. Beautiful vehicle. Now, why do you buy a Jeep? You have more space with the seats up or down than any other vehicle third row in the market. If you want more space, I have to go up to a Wagoneer, which is also a Jeep product. So you'll stay here. You'll come back and see me if this is a little bit too small for you. Going back to the seats, you see where my hand is right here?
Yep.
Tilt and slide. I'm going to pull this forward. I am not a small guy. I wish I was. But now me, as big as I am, I can fit cleanly into this third row, sit down, and the third row is going to have the same materials as the first row because, again, luxury. It's not luxury if I'm in the third row. Chip, can I ask you a question? You're a luxurious guy. Thank you. Do you want to be in a third row with plastic? Do you want to feel confined? No. Would you want your children to feel confined in the third row? Maybe. Fair point. Now, let me ask you another question. Your parents, your grandparents, Nick, you're up to New York all the time, right? Niagara, you're taking all these trips. Is Auntie sitting in the third row with plastic and no space? Is she going to be uncomfortable? No, you're going to hear 4 hours. This is why we get the Grand Cherokee L Summit Reserve. When we have our Gengras Open, when we go up to Fairfield, I'm not a small guy. 2 of me fit back here. 2 of me don't fit anywhere. Come over here, Kara. Now, I have the tailgate open because I wanted to emphasize the size. Power, third and second row. Second row is power down, manual up. Third row, power up and down. 18 inches longer than the 2-row Grand Cherokee. Again, emphasizing that size, that space. Right here, you have extra storage. You also have your spare tire under the vehicle. A lot of people moved away from spare tires. Spare tires just kind of make sense, which is why we have it. Don't fret, because I don't know how to change a spare tire, even though I do have one. That's why we call our AAA, we call our Jeep Wave, our connected services, which the vehicle does come with. Going back to safety features and connected services. All your safety equipment on the Jeeps is going to be standard. We're in a Summit high altitude L Reserve because we want all the niceties. We want the luxury, rightfully so. But we can be cloth seats, no sunroof, and have blind spot, backup, crossback, forward collision warning, lane departure, etc., 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 without spending any more money. We spend more money because we deserve it. We deserve the luxury. That's why we're here, right? But aside from that, you don't have to pay for the safety. Your Sirius XM Guardian, 10 years free. So if I buy this vehicle and then I buy it off of the lease and then I give it to my son and then he gives it to his friend, 9 years later, you can still press the SOS button after an accident and get picked up 10 seconds later. The call will get picked up 10 seconds later. No subscription for connected services, your safety features, your remote start. You don't got to pay me extra for this, the fair tire. I'm just going to give it to you. Why are you going to come to Gengras? Because we operate on a set of core values. What are my core values? Caring for others. That's why I'm giving you the walk around that I'm doing. I care about you. I want you to have all the information so that you can have your 2 dogs in the back. You can have space for your tailgating for your Patriots games. You can bring me because I like free stuff, right? Honesty and integrity. That's why I want to make sure you have all the information and I want to make sure you're comfortable while I'm doing so. I've been here 6 years. I'm a certified expert in everything that Stellantis has to offer because continuous growth. We're 3rd generation family owned. I haven't come out of pocket for one training because they pay for it. My managers, continuous growth, keep letting me take my trainings because they know I am passionate. That's a core value. Passionate about what we do, what I sell, the brand, and passionate about making sure you not only buy a vehicle, but you keep coming back to buy vehicles. You feel comfortable with me and I become your guy now. I'm gonna have you follow me over here. We're gonna go for a test drive, and I do have an opening today with Steve, so you can take the vehicle home.